12 airfields in 12 hours. My most challenging day of flying yet.
Run, John! Run!
Join me on a unique race around England, meeting as many of my followers as I can, while raising thousands of pounds for charity.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Dave.
See me cope with soft, wet grass runways, an advancing wall of rain,
Nice weather. Lovely, isn't it?
and the inevitable effects of fatigue and distraction.
That would be a bad day. Yeah, that's not a good start, is it? Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Alright, how are you?
It's an early one.
Nice early start, isn't it?
I don't think I've been up this early in the morning since I used to present a radio show, The Graveyard Shift, in the 80s and 90s, and then reading the news for the morning television news bulletins in the noughties. But today the mission isn't broadcasting really, it's flying. We're going on a challenge, 12 airfields in 12 hours, meeting as many fans as we can between the hours of dawn and dusk.
There it goes, in it goes.
Oh, first donation of the morning. We've not even got going yet. Thank you, Kevin.
And we're raising money for Aerobility, a unique charity that helps disabled people experience the joy of flight.
Well, it is now 6 o'clock. Clear prop.
280 degrees, 4 knots, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 09, Golf India Victor.
And here we go, 60.
I'm taking part in the International Dawn to Dusk Competition sponsored by Poulis Flight Equipment, now in its 60th year, a competition designed to test a pilot's airmanship, navigation and flying skills. I'm setting off at sunrise just after 6 in the morning and tracking around a selection of England's airfields. I've told my followers to meet me at most of the stops for a selfie, signed photo and to give a donation. I have just 25 minutes to do this before setting off on the next leg. The total flight time will be about 5 hours and will cover 500 nautical miles. For me to complete the challenge, I need to land back before official night.
There's 1,000 feet.
I'm joined by Scott Robertson Wood. I figured this demanding day of flying would benefit from a second pilot in the cockpit.
Well, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, it's a lovely morning for it, to be fair.
Right, let's get Beckles frequency then.
Do you have that handy?
I thought it was your job. You're radio man.
Damn it.
Hang on, I've got it here. 120380.
120380.
Remind me why you came along again?
To vex you. Golf India Victor, request frequency change 120.380 for Beckles. Roger, Scott Country Vehicle Beckles, and hope it all goes well for you both. Enjoy meeting with supporters, and well done for the red content. Good day. Thanks a lot, Golf India Victor. Right, okay, Scott Command Security, and we switch over. Beckles Radio Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, 9 miles to the northwest.
Golf India Victor, this is Beckles Radio, pass your message.
Okay, Beckles Radio Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, inbound from Norwich, currently 8 miles to the northwest, request airfield information.
Golf India Victor, yes, your readability 5, we're on runway 27 on the left hand, the QSE 1014 and the QNH is 1017, and currently I have no known traffic.
They say right hand or left hand?
Left hand. Runway 27 left hand, QNH 1017, roger, Golf India Victor. Okay.
Okay.
So far so good.
So we now need to get ready to land. Fuel is on the left tank. I'm going to go to the right tank now.
No refreshment service on this flight now?
Just enough time for a British Airways biscuit, I think. Mixture goes rich. Fuels, radios we've tuned and spoken to them. Engine temperatures and pressures are in the green. Direction indicator is aligned. Altimeter, we're on 1017, and we've got QFE in here on 14. I'm going to join crosswind then.
There's been so much to consider for this day of flying. 12 airfields with 12 different joins, some hard runways, some grass, some you could land a jumbo on, others like Beccles here, so short I'm going to have to be very precise with my approach. The grass runway's out of service at the moment because it's too wet. There's been some very detailed fuel planning too. We have to have enough for the flights, but not too much that we're too heavy for some of the shorter strips and the short, soft grass runways. It all started with a very busy spreadsheet, which I've spent many days refining.
A lot of birds to the left there. Nicely done.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Yeah, thanks for coming out early.
That's okay, no problem.
And you're our first stop.
Oh, well, what can I say? First stop, eh? I was just going to say, and on to many more for you guys, no doubt.
Run, John! Run!
Get some photos, quick.
Big cheesy smiles.
Autopilot fuel selector, fuel pump, engine gauges, alternate air, seat belts, mixture propeller, flaps we will need.
I think we will, yeah.
Set for takeoff. Here we go.
Okay, 4-2, take off.
Continuing.
Copy India Victor, speeding good morning. We're on 24 left hand with QFE of 1012.
Runway 24 left hand and QFE 1012. Golf, India Victor, thanks.
Oh, thanks for coming in early.
It's alright, nice to see you again.
And you, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, you're right.
This is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks to Diane, that's wonderful.
That felt a bit heavier on the takeoff roll there, must have been the muffins.
Golf India Victor, switching to Old Buck on 124.405. Thanks again for everything, and especially the muffins. Some time in the cruise.
Is this our longest leg so far?
Yes.
I mean, in all seriousness, it is an issue, I think, this. You know, you could easily miss something, you know.
Yeah.
And that's predominantly why you're here, really, to catch everything. And
you know, you do your threats and errors analysis. That like the turnaround speed is definitely a threat, I think here.
Yeah. But in our favour, we've done a lot of pre-planning.
Yeah.
And last night we went through every leg.
But despite the pre-planning, I'm about to get a dose of embarrassment, and Scott is going to earn his place on board. Our third stop of the day is going to be Old Buckenham, but it has a similar looking airfield right next door to it. And guess what? I mixed them up.
I mean, I'm looking at the runway now. And,
Yeah, it is right hand, you're right.
So we'll just have a good look at the runway as we come down, look for animals on the sides.
Are you sure that's the right
That can't
one?
be it, can it?
No, it can't be it.
It's the next one. That's easy, isn't it?
That's Tibbenham.
Is that Tibbenham?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. That's easy to make a mistake on.
I almost
isn't it?
didn't say anything there. Like, am I being silly?
No,
There's the mast.
that would be a bad day.
Yeah, that's not a good start, is it? We caught it. That's fine.
That's not the only howler I'll make today. Stay tuned for more like that. But I have done what I can to make this mission a success. For example, I have 2 other pilots keeping across the flight and making sure we're properly briefed. Andy Talkington is doing the morning shift up at Manchester Barton Airfield, keeping an eye on NOTAMs, any airspace restrictions and the weather. Later, Fran Reid will take over the reins at Norwich Aviation Centre. Our schedule is so punishing, it would have been difficult to constantly keep across this ourselves. So Fran and Andy send us WhatsApp messages at each stop containing only the most pertinent information.
Such a cool flat. I love it here. The museum's brilliant.
My thanks to all the airfields who hosted us, the first 4 out of hours, which had to be agreed in advance. In return, we made sure we adhered strictly to their noise abatement policies, in this case at Old Buckenham, turning right 20 degrees after takeoff. We had basic briefing notes for each airfield, which Scott reviewed before departure and again before we made an approach.
Birds 01270 anyway.
Yeah.
Tracking 270, there we go. You're up. Landing light off, T's and P's are in the green, flaps coming up.
Okay, we're looking for a railway line.
It's just here. It's coming across there.
Okay. As soon as we pass that, you can turn onto your track according to the brief.
Right, I feel like I'm settling into it now. I was a bit excited when we began.
Warmed up now?
I was running, that's how excited I was. But now I feel more in the zone.
We've got this, don't worry.
Scott here has his own YouTube channel, although you've not posted much recently. I think I don't know why you've not posted anything.
I've been a little busy with ATPLs. I did all my ATPLs in 6 months, twice for EASA as well. Some aero building, which I've filmed all of it. And I've been doing my commercial training, instrument rating and everything. But yeah, I have about 30 videos in the pipeline and I will get round to editing them, I promise.
Your channel's called Dead Reckoner?
That's right, yeah.
Well, I mean, I know what Dead Reckoning is. Would you just sort of pluck that out of...
It's what I don't do because I fly on Sky Demon. So it started off, I thought it sounded cool, and now I just think it's sarcastic.
It now feels... It's now ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for fuel, and I've chosen to fill up at Earl's Cone, which has some of the cheapest avgas in the southeast. The ground crew, though, well, they like to score my landings.
Oh God, right, yeah, I can tell you what they're going to do. They've all got scorecards behind their back.
That's quite a spread.
But it's 3, 1 and 4. Nigel's given me 4.
The tanks are brimmed, the windshield cleaned, and the charity bucket a little heavier than it was.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's what. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Dave. That's superb.
And after a cup of tea, a wee and a seat swap, Scott flies our next leg.
Can we raise about £300 there at Earl's Cone?
That's all right, isn't
Yeah, in cash.
To Weston is the next stop as our journey tracks westwards.
Close to runway.
There's some weather ahead that we're keeping an eye on. More about that in a moment. First, let's find out why we're doing this marathon today. To Weston is one of the most accessible general aviation airfields in the country and a regular stop for those flying with the Aerobility charity. It's Aerobility we're raising money for today, and they've brought a welcoming party up in their Bulldog and Tecnam to greet us. Neil here has become a good friend of the YouTube channel over the years. In fact, I made a video about his flying story a while back that really shows what this charity does for people's lives.
What's this going to do?
So Aerobility flies about 1,000 people a year on average, and each flight costs us as a charity 107 quid. So every penny you give today will go towards changing somebody's life. Not all of us can be pilots, but everyone else can enjoy the magic of flying, and this money will facilitate that.
So it could help a few hundred people.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
Get into the sky.
It will help people have the experience of flight and start them on their flying career and getting their PPL.
Brilliant. And it's, I know Claire will speak to this, the therapeutic value of flying is like
It's
nothing.
absolutely amazing, because especially if your life is a bit mundane because of disability, you've got something really special to look forward to, and it just transforms your whole life, because you've got that every day to look forward to something really exceptional, not just normal but exceptional.
Please support Aerobility, a magnificent charity and a wonderful, positive group of people. Visit my Just Giving page now. The link is on the screen and in the video description. Give generously if you can, but no donation is too small. Let's show how kind this community is and what we can do when we all come together.
Well, what a great turnout at Turweston.
Impressive.
Amazing. And great to see the Aerobility crowd there. They gave me an Aerobility cap. Really nice to see everyone.
A fair crowd.
Yeah.
How many have we done so far?
Oh, knows.
I've already lost track.
Right, we've landed at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've landed at. This is our 6th.
Okay.
So we're coming up. This will be halfway around. In terms of numbers, that makes sense. It's as far west as we're going to go, isn't it?
Yeah. Getting a bit bumpier now, huh?
Yeah.
We've got a bit of work ahead there, haven't we?
Yeah.
That looks like a rain shower.
In the run up to this marathon flight, I've been watching the weather forecast very closely, and I've enlisted the help of Aviation Weather School's Simon Keeling. He's predicted that a warm front will bring drizzle, rain and then low cloud and poor visibility later today. In fact, based on that information, we changed the route ever so slightly, tracking in a clockwise direction rather than anti-clockwise to give us more time. But as we approach our westernmost stop, we hit the rain and reduced visibility, which isn't great around the Shropshire Hills here, which rise to 1,800 feet just to the south and west of our route.
I mean, do you want me to go straight through this? I think as we get closer, we'll be able to see through it all right. Or we could go round it.
This is a shower, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we either go around to the north and then come back round it. We've got to make a decision now, though, haven't we?
It looks clear to the north, so we go that way.
This way, yeah. Let's go that way.
The terrain's on the left as well, so if we go right, it makes a bit more sense.
Makes sense, yeah. It's here early, isn't it? The showers.
Yeah.
How far London is that? What is your current position?
We have to consider not taking too long over here, don't we?
We had to avoid some showers on the way in there, that was fun. Nice and wet here.
Okay, quick stop at Slate. You saw the weather coming in here was pretty ropey. I don't know, we must have raised a couple of £100 there in the cafe at Slate, but we've literally got to turn around quickly now and get off to Barton. It's slightly behind schedule, but if we nip away now, hopefully we'll be back on schedule.
Golf India Victor Bravo, ready for departure.
Golf India Victor, no reported traffic on final.
Golf India Victor lining up 18. Just want to make sure I'm on 18 because this is a funny setup here. Got 2 runways crossing, you see.
Yeah.
That's 18 down there, isn't it? Or is this 0523?
18 is.
Which one is it? Could it be this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Papa, downwind, 18 to land.
From the holding point at Slate, you're immediately at an intersection of 2 runways, and I'm finding it hard to find runway 18.
Just going to go. This is 18, isn't it?
Echo, hello again.
This.
Readability 5, runway 18, left hand side, QNH 10.
Yeah, this is it.
Golf India Victor, that's runway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
3.
Roger, we were just discussing that, thank you.
I was looking at your heading thinking that's not quite right, yeah.
Delta Echo, Roger.
Okay, oh, this is embarrassing. Golf India Victor taking off runway 18.
18 is.
This one.
Golf
Yeah.
India Victor, Roger. Surface wind 150 degrees, 10 knots.
Temperatures and pressures are in the green, we've got good power set. Airspeed's alive.
Do please tell me I'm not the first pilot to have gotten that wrong.
Nice weather.
Lovely, isn't it?
I put on my normal glasses, I don't need my sunnies on anymore.
I'm sad about not wearing them, to be honest. There was the whole point in becoming a pilot.
Didn't finish my tea, I don't even know where I put my tea.
I had a couple of sips and that was it.
Yeah. It's all for a good cause, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Having raced ahead of the showers, it's time for the next challenge. Our next stop is Manchester Barton Airfield, a relatively short grass runway that's reported to be wet and very soft today. It's also a busy GA airfield approached through some complex congested airspace.
we're looking for the viaduct, which is where?
It's the stop I'm most concerned about today. It's going to require soft field landing and takeoff techniques, and we've deliberately run our fuel down to be as light as we can be for this one.
Looking busy.
Is it? Always is though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why the overhead join's quite a good thing to do. Yeah.
Alpha Delta, left heading 265, cleared ILS 23 right.
Barton information, Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, Thelwall Viaduct inbound, request aerodrome information.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, Barton information, hello, confirm altitude at Thelwall.
1,300 feet, Golf India Victor.
Golf India Victor, runway 26 right, circuit right hand, QFE 1017, squawk 7365.
26 right, right hand, QFE 1017, squawk 7365, Golf India Victor.
Golf India Victor.
Victor, traffic is a EV97 Eurostar descending dead side, and there are 2 Cessnas in the circuit, downwind or later.
Roger, climbing height, altitude, climbing height 1,700 feet, intend to join overhead, runway 26 right.
Roger.
There's 1 descending dead side, 2 in, I can't see anything at the moment.
I've not got anything either.
Golf India Victor, descending dead side.
Golf India Victor, Roger, 2 in the circuit, 1 base, 1 final. Report downwind.
We'll go Golf India Victor. So if we make it tight, should be fine. Can you bring up the aerodrome chart for me? Yep. Golf India Victor, final 26 right to land.
Golf India Victor, runway 26 right, assisting 150 degrees, 11 knot, towing component 5 knots, land at your discretion.
Landing Golf India Victor.
Never felt more like a winner than I do tonight. Never more certain the path laid before me was right.
Don't be shy with the bucket, by the way.
Reaching for the wall.
You over there with the girls in your hair, couldn't find more of a reason to stare. Never seen eyes look into me as you do tonight. And honey, I've been racing the wind like a bird, been chasing the wealth of the world, but it fades when you're near. So tell me where we go from here. Tell me where we go from here.
Salford Keys, the moment 1200, QNH 1019, and we've still got a motion for 7350, looking to...
If you'd hate the ocean, then I'd turn the water to land. If you'd miss the sunlight, I'd fill up the cups in my hand.
So we're at Sherburn, and we're still on schedule. A lovely turnout here at Sherburn. I love Sherburn Aero Club. They're always very friendly, and they're looking after us. They came out to greet us, and more cash for the bucket, which is all good news.
But it fades with you near. Tell me where we go from here. Oh, where do we go?
So we just landed at Gamston. This is Jamie Cameron.
Hello.
Based at Tollerton. He's offered to come and look after us. Here's one of the many merry band of volunteers who've been looking after this meet-up marathon and making sure we're all looked after when we land. This is Isla. Isla, can you tell me how to spell your name?
Been chasing the wealth of the world. Ooh, every stone I turn, I've spoken out every word, but it fades with you near. So tell me where we go from here. Oh, tell me where we go from here.
Oh,
Right with you.
Roger, levelling out. Levelling out now.
Tell me where we go from here.
Wow, that is wild.
RAF Typhoon pilot Ben Polwin, who it turns out actually went to the same school as me,
I daren't look.
joined us on our penultimate leg to Finland in his RV7.
This is insane. I love this. You should know that we briefed this. I met up with Ben at Sherburn. We had 2 Zoom calls. This has not been planned in the air. This was planned in advance. And obviously he's a very good formation pilot, flying the Typhoon.
It is lovely and smooth.
It's great, isn't it? Cute strobes and wing lights.
People say it's like dragging Wembley Stadium around with me.
You'll be signing up with Aerosparks next.
Yeah.
Just thinking here, we've not been to Finland before and it's notoriously difficult to find. I will do an overhead join just so I can find it.
Yeah, copy that.
So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to them now. We've got 6 minutes to run to the overhead.
Copy that. If we don't speak to you on Finland, good luck with the last stop and your last leg, and thanks for having us along.
Finland Radio, Golf Bravo Mike, India Victor, is a Piper Arrow. We are 12 miles to the northwest inbound. Request aerodrome information.
Bravo Mike, India Victor. Good evening, Sunderland Radio. We're using runway 18 with a right-hand circuit at 1,000 feet. The QSE QNH 1019er.
QNH 1019er, 18 right hand, and we'll make a standard overhead join runway 18, Golf India Victor.
Now, Fenland presents 3 challenges. Firstly, it's another wet, soft grass runway. It's quite short, shorter than Barton in fact, just 600 metres, so we've run our fuel down again for this. The biggest challenge though with Fenland is the difficulty finding it.
I'm going to put it fairly well on your right hand side. We're heading 12, the runway's like that. I mean, it's going to be one of these fields here,
It could be any of them. That one looks quite lineish. There's a yellow bit on it.
We should be able to see it now, shouldn't we?
We should be able to.
Is it this down here?
Maybe.
You've got a field going that way.
Yeah.
And you've got a field going that way.
I don't see a windsock or anything though. I'm absolutely not certain. I mean, that looks like a runway, doesn't it? But
this looks like a runway down there. There it is. Is that it down there? No, it can't be. We're not on runway heading yet. Runway heading's that way.
I cannot see this place. Wow.
Yeah. It should be right there now.
What the hell?
I'm just going to slip.
Oh no, I've got it. Down there. 18, I can see the numbers.
Yeah, I got it.
Wow, that's actually fairly conspicuous.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the most difficult airfields to find. Golf India Victor, final runway 18 to land.
Golf India Victor, Roger. This wind indicating 150 degrees, 11 knots.
Golf India Victor.
So that's stop 11 of 12 and we're still alive. Getting hungry though. Story of my life.
Another great welcome at Fenland and more money in our charity bucket. But in order to complete our mission, 12 airfields in the 12 hours between dawn and dusk, we can't stop for long. And it's another short and soft field takeoff from Fenland.
We've got 400 we need, this is 600 I think. So it'll be soft field takeoff, expect to hear the stall warner.
I want every inch really, won't you?
Yeah. If we're not at 50 knots by the halfway point, then we're going to abort.
Okay.
Come on, girl. It's a question whether we keep moving. On a soft field you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Probably got better momentum if we go off.
Yeah, short field you want power on the brakes, right? But then soft field you have to keep moving, so I don't know.
Golf India Victor, instant wind 150 degrees, 9 knots.
Power is set, we've got full power, and it is sluggish. We're trying to get that wheel up. And it's sort of up.
We have 50 knots now, that's good.
It's just this called a bounce, and we're away. Oh,
now we're away.
I've traveled the land with a guitar in my hand, and a night ever roping for some fun.
Golf India Victor leaving the ATZ to the south and now making an easterly track. Changing en route to Norwich approach 119.355. Good day to you.
Golf India Victor, fantastic to see you. Have a safe trip back to Norwich. Your final leg.
So you enjoyed it?
It's been fantastic actually.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you, Scott. It's been amazing to have you along. Really helped a great deal, keeping it safe.
Yeah, it's been great honestly. I've loved it.
I don't think we felt any kind of pressonitis. The weather's been exactly as expected.
Yep.
Couldn't have been any more as predicted.
But we're not there yet.
No. we don't stop flying until we stop flying.
That's it.
Golf India Victor final runway 27.
Golf India Victor, runway 27, the wind 170 degrees, 11 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, Golf India Victor.
So 3 minutes ahead of schedule, as the sun begins to set, we land back at Norwich. At the point of publishing this video, you've raised nearly £6,500 for Aerobility already. Let's try and push that over the 7,000 mark in the next few days, shall we?
Run for home, run as fast
And if you fancy an adventure like this one and perhaps raise money for your chosen charity at the same time, why not enter the Dawn to Dusk competition yourself? Search it up on the internet. You have between now and September to plan and execute your flight, and it's free to submit your entry. If you're interested in knowing how we pulled off this marathon and to hear more about some of the challenges we faced along the way, I'll be holding a live hangout session for my Supporters Club members this coming Thursday, the 28th of March at 7 p.m. Sign up to the Supporters Club now through my website to join us. My thanks to everyone who helped out for our marathon flight and those of you who have made generous contributions. I'm grateful too to the airfields and their towers for getting us in and out so smoothly. If this is your first time watching The Flying Reporter and you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to me here on YouTube. But that's where I shall leave you for now. Until next time, fly safely, my friends.